Hey guys, welcome back to another video featuring some short-run DC series. This is from the Silver and the Bronze Age. Uh, Now I got three series here, and these are like very, very short series. Before there was such a thing as miniseries, a book just got canceled. This first one is Brother Power the Geek. I think this one came out like in 1968, if I'm not mistaken. And it's basically sort of I don't know. I thought of it like as a Frankenstein type story because you have a mannequin or a store dummy that gets brought to life by lightning, and he has all kinds of crazy powers, strength, and speed. And he can talk, and he's sort of like I don't know. He's sort of like a cheap knockoff version of Silver Surfer without the board because he's like a wandering lost soul philosopher type character. But from what I've read, the powers that be at DC, a lot of the older guys like Mort Weisinger and Carmine Infantino, they really hated the character, because they hated the whole hippie culture and all that kind of stuff. And I think they were originally going to call this series The Freak, but they were afraid that it wouldn't get past the censors because back then Freak kind of had the connotation of being like a drug user or a druggie. But anyway, it was just like a two-issue series. It was kind of weird and kind of short. I think this was a creation by Joe Simon. I think he got credited with the art, but actually there was a guy named Al Baer, Bare, that actually ghosted and did the art on this. So it's a strange little book, but it's worth your time if you like the eclectic and esoteric and that kind of stuff like I do. There's issue 1 and issue 2. A thing that lives and fights for its soul. And looks like he's going to be supper along with the fishes here. But that is it for Brother Power the Geek. Here's a series you don't see very often, and it did make a huge dent because it just lasted 3 issues. Champion Sports, just some souped up sports stories. I think Jerry Grandinetti did a lot of the art, maybe the covers too. But this is just me, 1970s, Bronze Age, DC, 20-cent covers, had to have it. I'm thinking this is probably the only one I actually bought off the stands. Yeah, it's well loved. Not real bad shape though. Key to beat the Oakland A's, the Little Racer, and the First Hurdle. And number 2, power, skill, and raw courage in today's arena of violence. They're trying to make it sound more glamorous than what it is. The Animal, the Enchanted Bat, and Street Fighter. I think in the early mid-1970s, Marvel and DC were like, throwing everything out there to see what would stick to the wall. Some of it did and some of it didn't. But as a collector, back then it was great because you got to see a lot of stuff come out. And there was just so much variety. And, you had superheroes and horror and sword and sorcery and comedy and, sports and just all kinds of stuff. And this is issue number 3. Last one. Jack the Giant's Killer, which I remember really liking that story. The Saga of Wild Bill Hickok, The Shot Putter, and Horse Story. I guess that's love story with horses. I'm not sure. Anyway, that's it for Champion Sports. This next series was, again, sort of a suggestion by our friend Eric K. I don't really know why this didn't last longer, because it was just as good as any of the other mystery titles that DC was putting out, like Unexpected and House of Mystery and Ghosts and House of Secrets and all that. So I'm not really sure what happened there. The only original issue that I bought off the stands was number 1, and it's a little bit beat up, as you can tell. But I love that cover. It's an Ernie Chan cover. I really like that logo with the little castle in the background. So to me, just as good as any other mystery stuff that DC was putting out. I got an upgrade later on. Will you risk reading the tales of Ghost Castle? What is the risk? I was never sure what the risk was. Okay, issue number 2. I think this is Luis Dominguez, who did a lot of DC's mystery covers and stuff for Jonah Hex, and maybe some of the war covers. And last issue number 3, another Dominguez cover. Evil Spirit, leave this room, I command you. Okay. So, that's that, guys. Just some little short run series. They're scattered all the way through my collection. I'm sure I'll pull out some more before too long. I have a couple runs I want to showcase later on. Some Strange Adventures and DC Special. But hope you guys have enjoyed these. It's been kind of fun going back through these, and I've actually reread several of these, and to me they still hold up, but that's just my own personal opinion. So, Eric, there you go, buddy. Some more stuff for you. And speaking of our buddy Eric, it's a funny thing. He's been on YouTube a long time. Leaves some great comments, and has some great conversations with him on the phone and through text. And, I think it's way, way past time that Eric put up a video. And what do you guys think? So I'm going to throw out a challenge to people that, have Eric commenting on their videos and their channels and, corresponding with all the people on YouTube. Eric needs to put up a video. And I don't know, we can kind of goad him into it or maybe shame him into it or embarrass him. I don't know what the deal is, but we're going to have to do something. So I'm going to call on everybody to do a shout out of sorts to Mr. Eric K. to get him to put a video up. Here's my thing. I mean, it's nice to see books and everything, in all seriousness. But the thing that really gets me about, especially showing old comics is the person's passion for those books. What attracted you to that story or that character or that artist or that title, and just hearing the stories, and the memories about, okay, where did you get this book and what were you doing and how old were you? And those are the things that I really enjoy. I like seeing the books like everybody else. It's great. But to me, it's just a passion, the person showing their passion for the hobby and the stories that go along with it. That's really what I enjoy. So, Eric, sorry, buddy, but I had to do it. So, guys, help me out here and get Mr. Eric on YouTube. Now, I will admit, when I first started watching YouTube videos, I had several people want me to show my stuff, because, you know something about this book, you know something about this title, and it took a little while, but I actually, got on after a while, and even though I didn't show my face in the first few videos, I actually got on as, these guys are just like me, so it took a while for me too. So anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed this. I certainly enjoyed going through it. Hope you're having a great Sunday, and onward and upward.